So good morning, GS. Thank you for sitting down with us. We obviously are a couple of days away from the big Cosatu strike, and I just wanted to find out what exactly does it entail? What is it that pushed Cosatu to this point of deciding on calling a national strike in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic?
First, I must just indicate that we have taken as a resolution that on the 7th of October, which is a global decent work day, where workers, it's almost like your May Day, workers have to come together, raise various issues globally. In our case, I think that the problems that we have, and we said we have to demonstrate, calling the people's consciousness to realize the problem that are facing workers. There are many in the main, and we normally go for one and we raise the others along the side. What prompted us really, and that what angers, was when the Department of Transport say the taxis must load 70%, 100% capacity. And it didn't make sense because few weeks earlier, they were saying people need social distances, the taxi can only take the capacity of 70%, and in that case will be able to flatten the curve. They promised then the billions that they were promising the taxi people. When the taxi people were not paid, and then when the taxi people then indicated that they are going to go on war on their own and give the 100%, then government, immediately says, no, in fact, we're going to announce the 100%, and the reason is that even if you have the capacity of 100%, it's still safe for people. There was no evidence, health evidence that suggests that is true. That angers us a lot and says, look, we can't just capitulate on the demands of violence and etc. and etc. And so we put Section 77. But we're also concerned that the taxi industries are not being dealt correctly in terms of not giving the money that they were promises, but on the other hand, that they were not being subsidized, that the taxi drivers were not treated like ordinary workers and etc. That prompted us to go to the network and say we want to protest in relation to those issues. That's the main issues that make us to go to network. But of course, we have the other issues that were then just exposed by COVID-19 that says we're losing 2.2 million within a very short space of time. That the main cause of these things to us, beside the question of COVID, is corruption. That unless we stand up, join the other forces and say we must end up corruption, people who are involved in corruption must be arrested and they must go to jail. So it was the combination now then of corruption, the question of job losses, the question of gender-based violence, and the question of the public transports.